Hey there, everybody. Pete Pardo here from Sea Tranquility. Welcome to yet another episode of What's Hot with Sea Tranquility. Because it's Wednesday, this is what we do on the channel on Wednesdays. Reviews of new releases, but we're going to do it each and every day throughout the rest of 2023 here in late December, the holiday season. Today, we're going to go back to Norway once again for what is somewhat of a reissue of an older album, redone, remixed, re-recorded, resung, and it becomes a brand new album. Okay, The Magic of Sin by Arabs in Aspic. Yeah, somewhat of a not safe for work artwork there. Magic of Sin. I'll tell you a little bit of the backstory about this album in a second once we kind of divulge in all of the artwork here. And there is the band, and then you get the full, look at this, you get the full piece right here. So you get some nudity, you get some gore, and a little bit of everything. How's that, huh? Whew. How about that on a t-shirt? All right, the band. arabsinaspic are Jostein Smeby on guitar and vocals. You got Eskil Nyhus on drums and percussion. Stig Kvam Jorgensen on keys and vocals, Erik Paulsen on bass and vocals, and Alessandro Elidie on percussion. Julia Prazowska Lund did the artwork here. Guest musicians Halvor Viken Holland on violin. All songs written and arranged by Jostein Smeby and Arabs in Aspic. Partially recorded in 2016 and 2022. Mixed by Jostein Smeby and Arabs in Aspic. Mastered by Jacob Holm Lupo, of course, from White Willow. Yeah. So, read you a little bit of information about this because it's a tricky history here. So, originally this album was called Sindenes Magi, okay, which I guess means the magic of sin in Norwegian, I guess, was the sixth album from Arabs in Aspic and a turning point in their long career. After Pictures in a Dream and Victim of Your Father's Agony, the structure of the new Arabs was set. They had lots of songs ready to go, but after attending a spectacular King Crimson gig in Oslo, Norway, they decided that their new material wasn't quite up to par and they had to do better. The next day, they went back. Jostein went back home to Trondheim and wrote what turned into the 12-minute song "Sidnes Magi," okay, which is the magic of sin, title track. He called up cover artist Julie and asked her to write down some keywords for a concept album. She delivered a good dose of keywords about anxiety, which inspired the composition of the rest of the album. The album was originally written in English, but countless attempts to make the vocals blend in with the music failed. Smeby tried to write a verse in Norwegian instead, and there it was. Then the rest was remade in Norwegian as well. The album was released on Apollyon Records in the fall of 2017 and received a lot of international attention despite having only Norwegian lyrics. Jostein Smeby says, when it comes to the remix of the album, that is the hardest project we've ever done. We were really happy with the record, so if it was going to get remixed, then the result had to be even better. The band wasn't entirely in agreement about a remix at all, but the composer had some unfinished business regarding English lyrics. I tried singing the original English lyrics again, and it sounded just as bad as the last time. What do you do then? Well, you delete all the Norwegian vocals and work until it gets better. Working with the remix and remaster of The Magic of Sin has taken more than twice the amount of time than writing, recording, and mixing the original version took. This is the sixth and final reworked and remastered Arabs in Aspic re-releases on Charisma Records, meticulously mastered by Jacob Holm Lupo in Dude Ranch Studios. With limited first pressing of the LP version comes in a special trifold cover revealing more of Julia's striking cover art made for the album, and if combined with the first version of the Sidnes Magi LP, all five panels of the painting will be visible, and this was released December 1st. So after all that being said, so basically what you have is a reworked, remastered, remixed version of the original album, now with lyrics in English, brand new. So it's basically like a whole new album here. 3 tracks. If you're not familiar with Arabs in Aspic, yes, a lot of the typical Norwegian prog flavors go about here, but this band is much heavier than a lot of the other bands we've been talking about over the last couple of months. It's darker, slightly doomy prog. The if I remember correctly, I think Ken Golden was telling me the band was originally signed to Black Widow Records earlier in their career before hooking up with Charisma. And there is a kind of like a musical theme going on with a lot of the more proggy bands on Black Widow. And that is very dark and somewhat doomy progressive rock. That's the case here. Heavy on the keyboards, heavy on the guitars. You got 3 tracks. The Magic of Sin is the opening title track. Just terrific. 12 minutes long. Really good. Down in Darkness Part 2. Okay, continuing from another album, which is 9 and change, and then Down in Darkness Part 3, which is over 20 minutes long. That, to me, is the best song on the album. It's great. All the tracks are really, really strong. I would say the title track and then Down in Darkness Part 3 are the strongest pieces on the album. Just a lot of Hammond organ. And there's Mellotron on here, there's Moog on here, kind of ominous sounding keyboards, right? The vocals are really well done. The guitar playing is, sometimes it's kind of light and folky, other times it's thunderous, almost Black Sabbath-like. Especially, you get lots of big riffing on Down in Darkness Part 3. But this is like mood music. This is serious stuff. This isn't lighthearted, whimsical, folky, Norwegian prog. This is dark, heavy stuff. I really like this a lot. If you've never listened to Arabsinaspic, they're probably the heaviest of all the prog bands coming from Norway. And all their albums are worth hearing. This is excellent, and I think it really worked redoing all the lyrics and things and doing them in English. I think it really works well here. So yeah, The Magic of Sin, Arabsinaspic, check it out. And if you haven't already heard it, go listen. I will drop the link to their Bandcamp page, which is arabs.bandcamp.com. You can go investigate it, see if it's something you might like, and visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, all together, all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as it posts. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also down below, get the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, our merch page, and our Cameo page. So thanks in advance for all your support on those areas. And we'll see you soon here with more stuff. I'm Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.